This is Tony Novak here to spend a minute or two to talk about ways to stay out of tax trouble. Let's dive right in. Well, actually, before we dive right in, let me say this is the second day that I'm streaming from the Shore House, and we're still working out some of the technology details. We do not have regular high-speed internet, so I need to play with the settings for both the internet provider, which is beamed over the land, and also the settings for the broadcast software. Welcome any feedback, whether it's coming through for you, if you're having any trouble with the quality of the stream. All right, now let's dive right in. Today's topic is cost segregation studies. Is it worthwhile? Well, first, let's define it just so everybody watching may know. Cost segregation study is a very popular concept recently. It's made popular by social media. It wasn't so popular before there were guys like me and others online talking about tax strategies. It's used for the purchasers of businesses and the purchasers of real estate, typically furnished operating real estate, for example, apartment buildings where you're buying the equipment, heating, HVAC, and appliances, and perhaps even furnishings in the unit, or a business where there's all types of equipment. So one of the points of buying any business is that we need to begin depreciating, or deducting from our taxes the cost of that business or that real estate that we just purchased. So who tells us how much to deduct? And wouldn't it be great if we could deduct the whole lot right away and a little bit later on? In other words, accelerate the depreciation. So let's talk about the function of a cost segregation study. First of all, depreciation amount does not change due to a cost segregation study. If you bought a business or a piece of real estate for $1 million, you have $1 million depreciable, let's say, it doesn't matter whether it's depreciated with a cost segregation study or not. You're still going to get $1 million depreciation. Okay, so that's the important thing. I think that's often misunderstood. Second, if the goal is to advance the deductions and take a whole lot of that depreciation up front and not have to wait for the tax benefits of that deduction later on, well, then cost segregation is a way to do that. It is always a great idea to rely on an expert professional when it comes to a tax position. Just as you might rely on your tax attorney or your CPA, a cost segregation specialist is a great source of reliable information. Is it the only source of reliable information? No. 99% of business purchases and real estate purchases get very nice depreciation schedules that they are very happy with by not using a cost segregation study. So it's not necessarily a requirement. My concern, though, is with the whole situation with online media, that certain concepts get promoted on TikTok and in certain groups, and they get over promoted. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with a cost segregation study, nor the firms that do it. They're some top-notch firms, but they are charging thousands of dollars. And I think in any business, I don't blame any business for promoting and hyping itself. But when that gets amplified in social media, sometimes, as we know, things can get distorted. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you like the show, and I ask you to please share it so that more people can enjoy it. If you have a topic that you'd like to see covered in a future episode, please send it to me by message. I'll be back tomorrow